if you're having problem with a squeaky noise from your Sangamo clock, intermittently, sometimes it'll do it maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes, perhaps a half an hour. What that is the leather brake pad is rubbing on the brass brake wheel and it's become dry. The leather dries out from heat and just time, so you can lubricate it. I'm going to show you the easiest way to accomplish that with this movement. So this only happens on the style of movement that has a round motor on the back. This is called a Generation 2 movement. The earlier movements that have 2 square motors or 1 square motor, those clocks have a mineral type brake on them and not near as much torque from the motor. So those will never make the noise. So these are always going to be your target to fix this. First thing on the agenda is to take the motor off. You've got one screw at the top here, and you've got a screw on either side at the bottom, and then the motor comes off. Now that the motor's off, you can see the brake wheel inside the movement right here. That's the brake wheel. This is the thrust bearing. And the brake pad itself, you can just barely see it right there underneath the movement. So there's one of two ways to do this. I'm going to show you the easiest way, leaving the movement in place so you don't have to pull the dial or anything else. But if we come in from this side and we look, there's the leather brake pad there, and you can see the winding brake wheel. And what we want to do is put 1 drop of neat's foot oil right on that leather pad. This is neat's foot oil. This bottle will last 1,000 lifetimes. It's only 7.5 ounces. This is a leather softener and preservative. So once you take and put a drop of this on the leather brake pad, that will immediately have an effect of softening it up and will eliminate the noise. That is, until the pad dries out again. I have replaced these pads now using nylon 7. I machine it and then attach it. Obviously, it won't make any noise and it lasts many, many lifetimes. I've got a little bottle of neat's foot oil, and then I took a little piece of brass wire. That's about 1/4 inch bend on the end, and this is what I'll use. I'll take and just put that in the neat's foot oil, and then I'll bring it over here and thread it underneath and just touch the tip of the leather pad. That's all it takes. You don't need a lot of oil. Don't worry about getting a little excess on that other wheel. It'll be just fine. Here we go. Just put it in the oil. Get a good drop on there. Coming around the wheel. And then just touch it right underneath to the tip of the brake pad. And to see that from the side, you have a much better idea of exactly how that works. If you do that, the brake noise will be gone, and you'll be on your way to your next project.